Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, Corrine Crafts. Oh wow, have I got something a little bit different for you today. Now, today is all about a fun collab between myself, lovely Jan Brown, JB Crafts, and also Stix2. Stix2 are an amazing company that you can get loads and loads of your crafty supplies from. They have been so supportive to me since the minute I went off on my own. They have supplied me with so many goodies. They asked me if me and Jan, or Jan and myself should I say, would like to do a little collab with their Halloween bundle. So I'm going to just insert a picture here. I'll pause the video, insert a picture of the Halloween bundle that you can pick up. I think it's $6.99, I think it is, from Stix2. So I'll let you see that now. Isn't that a fun bundle? So you've got your pearlescent black, you've got your sort of regular orange, you've got your green glitter, you've got your glittery purple, you've got your fabric spray, you've got your biodegradable glitter, and also your 5 sheets of acetate. Now, what did I make with them? I made this. Look at this. Can you see all those lovely little shaker elements in there? Now, I bought confetti, Halloween confetti, but you could be using anything you want, and it's got all of that glitter in there as well. Doesn't that look amazing? I've used frames, I've used different papers. They said to me, use whatever you want, but look at this pearlescent black, and then the green for the drop shadow looks amazing, and then the black for the cobwebs with that pearlescent shimmer looks amazing. Then I just put some extra little dots around using the fabric paint. You can see the mats and layers on here. I've got the black matte layer, and then I've got the green one. So basically the only bit of the bundle that I didn't use on this project is the purple. So yes, you can I can use that on another project. So please watch how I make this, then pop over to our lovely Jan's page, JB Crafts, on YouTube. I'll also put the link down below, and you can see what she has made, something completely different to what I have made. Can't wait to see what she's done. But yes, same bundle, different projects. Let's see how they're made. Okay, so let's have a go. Now, I'll just tell you this for now. I am not using the whole of the kit today. I'm actually not going to use this purple glitter card, which is going to be absolutely perfect for your Halloween. Think of those wicked witches. But I might make something quite soon with this because I do like it. So today I'm going to be focusing on, and excuse these, I've started to cut into them, the green glitter, the orange, and that gorgeous black pearlescent. And of course we're going to be using the clear project acetate. So this is a thinner acetate, but you know what, it's 100 micron, but it's absolutely perfect for your shaker cards. So we're going to be using that today. So I've already cut a few bits out, and we can get going from there. So what I have done so far, let's move these out of the way. I don't need the green for a minute. Let's have a look at what I've got. So I've got, let me start with my card base. 6 inches by 6.5 inches. As always, you know me, I do a 10-fold card, and onto there I'm going to be sticking some orange card. And in a few minutes, I'll be sticking this one on. Now the great thing is, and first of all, I want to say thank you so much to Stix2 for considering me as one of their crafters. This is from a Happy Halloween paper pad. Now this was definitely last year's or even the years before, but I'm sure you'll be able to find Halloween pads out there, and I just love the orange effect in the middle. So it was 6 by 6. I've trimmed a tiny bit off the top and the bottom and a little bit off the edges. So what I've then done is I've just gone in with, and I don't think I've still got it out, just a regular water reactive ink pad, and I've just gone round the black to bring it back in so that it doesn't look like it's been cut out of anything. It looks like that is what it's supposed to be. So let's start sticking bits down. So yeah, I just want to say thank you so much to Stix2 for considering me. I am really privileged, and we're doing this, as I mentioned, as a collab with myself and the lovely Jan Brown, JB Crafts. And I will put a link to Jan's tutorial on as well, so that you've got them both. But I just what we wanted to do was show you how you can make such different projects. Jan and I made sure we didn't talk too much about our projects, but I said I was doing a card, she said she was doing something else, so we know that we're doing something very different. So yeah, all good fun. So make sure you watch mine and make sure you watch Jan's as well. Okay, so that's going on there. This is going on to here, but this is going to be my topper. And as I've already given a hint, we're going to have a shaker card. So we're going to have a lovely aperture in the middle. But I thought I'd frame my aperture. So I've found my Creepy Bats. It's like a frame card. And what you get is you get quite a few dies, but you get this one here. Now there's no cutting blade on the inside. And then you also get this second frame. Again, this is from last year, but I'm sure you'll be able to find something similar. And you've got no cutting blade along the outside. So if I use those two together, I'm going to create a frame like this. Can you see? I've got a nice border around the outside, and I get that frame. And look at that in the pearlescent. All I can say is this pearlescent black cuts like a dream. It is absolutely amazing. It was brilliant for cutting. So we cut like that. Now, you also get these two frames, and if you use these, so if I was to put this down here, that one with that one in the middle, and then this one, I've then added a cutting blade. So I've now created an outer frame and an inner frame, and this is what you're going to get. You're going to get your outer frame and your inner frame, and can you see they fit perfectly together because I've used the same blade to cut them out, and I've cut that out of that gorgeous green glitter. But because we've done that, we've also got this frame that can be used in isolation. So let's find roughly the center point of my card. Now I will tell you now, I had to glue this down in advance, because if you try to die cut something that you have just glued, all that will happen is the pressure of your die cutting machine will just slide one piece of paper off the other card. So what I've done is I've glued it down and just given it 10 minutes to cure. That's all you need when you're using something like tacky glue, and so that will hold perfectly. So I can now cut, but I've only applied glue around the outside edge. There shouldn't be any glue in the center, so when I cut this, it should come out separate. But then again, I'm thinking, do I want to? I don't know. We'll see how it goes. So let's put the plates on here. I don't need my magnetic shim because I go through two thicknesses of card, and I'm only doing a regular die cut. So let's see what that looks like. Okay, let's cut through there. See, perfectly through there. It's just a regular die cut. I wouldn't do that with the frame. I'd use all the dies. And now I've got this. And as I mentioned, has this come apart, or have I gone too close with the glue? I don't know whether that's sticking or whether it's just clinging or whether that's actually stuck. No, that's glued. That's fine. I'm going to be using that. It's absolutely fine. So we've now got this lovely aperture. And as you've seen, I've cut the frame out in green in two pieces, and I've cut it in black. So we can put this frame over there. And we know, you see, because I've used the frame outside, it fits perfectly and hides that. But doesn't that look better than that? I think it does. That looks so much better. But I think we can elevate it to another level. And to do that, I'm just trying to clear a bit of space. What we're going to do is we're going to do a drop shadow. And this is why I've cut this in two pieces. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to grab my scissors and I'm going to cut this straight down the middle. Oh, dear me. One. Now, where's the middle? I suppose it doesn't really matter where it is. I'm going to go down middle there. That's not the middle, but that'll do. And I'm going to do the exact same with this one down here. So I'm going to go centre point, or roughly doesn't matter. And I think I might go with my precision glue gun now. So let's move that out of the way. So I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to put plenty of glue on the back of here. So let's do this bit first. So we want this bit. Let's put plenty of glue just here. There we go, on here. Now remember, it's a pearlescent cardstock, so pearlescent cardstock has got a coating on. Because it's got a coating on, you're going to have to really, you're not going to have to work. Oh, I've gone over there. I wasn't planning on, but I've now done it. Never mind. Right, okay. You're going to have to give your glue a fighting chance. Now, let's see which side I want. Yep, that's the right one. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to create the slightest drop shadow. And I've gone further with my glue than I expected. So I'm then going to grab this one. Have I got the right one? Yes, I have. So I'm going to put that down. And then I'm going to put this onto here. So I'm going to drop shadow outside. And then I'm drop shadowing inside. Now, I couldn't have done that if I'd have left it as a single die cut. And that's why I've trimmed it down. But no one is going to be able to see when it's finished. And the thing about drop shadows is sometimes less is more. It's just about highlighting it. So we've done that side. Let's just come back with the glue. I only did it bit at a time so that I didn't get completely glued up. And then we can take the next one. And we'll just add in little dabs of glue. There we go. I can't wait to see Jan's project. It's going to be lovely. And can I just say, it is an absolute privilege to be working with Stix2. Stix2, I can honestly, hand on heart, not just because I'm doing this, say they are one of the most generous craft companies on the market. They have supported me since the minute I went on my own. I contacted the lady up there and I said I'd be working on my own. And you know what? I had product in the post within days. So much product. They sent me everything I needed. I've got plenty of bits and pieces, and I just think they are such a generous company, and I've never come across a product of theirs that hasn't done what it says it's going to do. It's absolutely brilliant. So thank you, Stix2, and I hope you get lots and lots of people doing your Halloween challenge, because I know you were planning on. There we go. All right, so this is, so can you see now, as soon as we put it on there, it really, really lifts it, doesn't it? Because we've just highlighted that black. Now, it doesn't matter so much on there, but when you're going on to something that is black, it just gives you that extra drop, doesn't it? So what I'm going to do, move this bit out of the way for a minute, and I'm going to put this on here because I'm going to do this because I want to just give it a minute to dry. So we can put this onto here. So this is so much fun. Like I said, I don't know how many of you do Halloween projects, or could you do cards for people who've got Halloween birthdays or around that time? Yeah, but what a lovely thing to do. So I know a lot of my American viewers and friends, they do quite a lot around Halloween, maybe not as much in the UK as they do in America, but this is your calling, just to have a go. And even if you don't want to do Halloween, this bundle is brilliant with all of the bits in it. Okay, so we can put this onto here, and then I can then just place this over the aperture like that. And look at that, by having that green, oh, I'm not quite centered there, it just gives me a whole nother element to it. Let's just try again. Just there. Let me have a look on the back. Oh, that was a pretty good guess that second time. There we go. Perfect. So there we are. Right. So just get my cloth. And with my cloth, I'm just going to dab it. Okay. So if you want to, what you can do is put something a bit weighty on it. So I'm just going to pop that on there for a minute, and then while I get the next bit ready to show you. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do, let's move all these bits out of the way, is I want to show you the acetate. So all I did was I cut a strip off. I cut it 5.5 inches high, and that was the whole width. No, yes. And then I've just trimmed the width into 2 pieces. So it's 8 1/4 wide. So these are, I've just done one at 4 and one a little bit less. And then I've used my Stix2 tape. Now this wasn't in this bundle, but if you can find it on their website, because I know it's brilliant. You've seen me use this. This roll has been going for so long. Now, it isn't the thickest. So for a shaker, it wasn't quite thick enough. So all I've done is, oops, rolling lid. All I've done is put 2 layers on. So there's different ways you can do this. I did it because I wanted to really seal it. I did 1 layer and then I went over in the opposite sort of direction so that you can see I've not got seams on top of seams. So it's really sealed. Or the other bit is get your piece of tape and then just fold it over just like that. And you've now got double thickness. Peel off one side. Just like, oops, just like that. And then it'll go on, and I'm going to use that piece in just a minute. So what I'm going to do is I always do my shakers double like this. So I don't do it onto the card because I find it a harder way to do it. So I've got my shaker and I'm going to get my glitter. Now, if I show you this, this is the aperture that I've done, so you can see my foam tape is just outside my aperture, so it's not going to be visible. But I didn't want the whole of the card to be a shaker because then you lose all your elements. We don't want to do that. We don't want our elements to disappear off. So now I've got to somehow try and get this open. I got it out the packaging, but I didn't think to actually take the lid off. Right, and I'm going to pop some glitter in. Oh, look at that for a beautiful gold. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm going to put plenty in. And then what I've also got, and this was the brilliant thing about this challenge that Stix2 said, they said use any products that you've got. So last year when I was doing a few Halloween, I got some Halloween confetti. I just googled it on the internet and got it. So I've got some black bits and some little orange pumpkins. So I'm just going to pop some of those in as well. There's all sorts. Look, there's little bats. I think there's spiders in here. There's webs. There's lots of webs. There's little witches. I think it's absolutely fantastic. And this cost me pennies. It really, really did. So there we go. So that's on there. So then all I need to do is take my tape off. Your tape will never fail if you're getting it from Stix2. I can promise you it'll be brilliant. It stays sticky. It does exactly what you want it to do. So as I said, this is double height. Go single height if you want to. And then all I'm going to do, the static grabbed, is put that over and just give it a really good burnish. Now some of the glitter jumped up for the static, but that's fine. And then look at that. I've now got the most fun, just a minute, a couple of bits, they're all, that's better. Sometimes, there we go, you just got to give it a good shake. And that's another good thing about doing it separately. They're layered on top of each other. There we go. Absolutely brilliant. And if I gave it a tap, all of the glitter drops down so you can see it again. Okay, so we need to stick this onto our card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this over. Again, I'm going to turn to Stix2 again. And this time I'm going to use their red liner tape. So this is going to go on the back. Now, this doesn't have to be a seal or anything like this. This just has to be to hold the acetate. And your red liner was super sticky and it's never not going to hold. So just cut a piece off there. Again, like I say, it's just to hold that acetate down. And it's easier to do it onto this bit because I can see where my aperture is and I know where it's going to be. Actually, before I go any further, I'm going to bring this back. I'm going to put that on there. Now, if I put this onto here, gold onto gold, doesn't look as good. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this behind. So let's put a bit of glue behind here. Now, I tried to do this on another project and it absolutely failed miserably. But this one, hopefully, I've got it a bit better. So I've just put it into place. I'm just holding it with my hand. So that, there we go. Look at that. There we are. I can just straighten that up. Helping my cards. There we go. I know that is in the centre, or it's in the centre of my aperture. So even if your aperture is not perfectly centred, it'll be brilliant. So that can go back up there. So let's carry on with this bit now. we can take this off. Now, if you ever struggle with red liner tape, just burnish it down a bit firmer even. If red liner tape isn't properly burnished down, it doesn't like to give off its backing sheet. As soon as it's burnished down, it gives it off with it releases it with no problems whatsoever. So we've got that. I'm going to do it this way, and then I'm just going to pop. Can you see where my tape, my white tape is outside of the frame? So that is totally hidden. Now, if I put this onto my card, it's going to dip a little bit at the side, which is why I cut off some more. Can you see I've done this as double layer? And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a few pieces around the edge of my card. Now, it needs to be the same height as that, which is why I did that double. Let's get that little piece that I just was showing you on here. That can go on there. Let's put another piece onto here, and then that final piece can go on there. So that means now I've got support all the way around my card. So this now can be coming on to here, and I know it's going to be nice and secure. And it's an easy way to get your backing off, because you've got a little loop like this. Look at that nice little loop. If you need to, the other thing you could potentially do is put if you feel like it needs a little bit more support, just put a little bit of red liner where it's not going to be seen. It's all about hiding those elements. So if you've got bits that can be hidden, then go for it. So let's put that onto there. This should give up easily because it's onto acetate, which red liner tape clings to really, really well. So there we go. So I hope you enjoyed this project, and I hope you enjoyed Jan's project too, though they are very different, but equally as fun. So we can pop that on to there. I can give that a good tap, and then you can see I've got all of those shakers in, and that glitter is giving it a brilliant look. So the last little bit I've got a sentiment onto there. So we can put that on. Let's do that with, I think, a foam pad. So let's do the foam pad on the back of here. You can see just around the edge of the orange, I've just gone round with my black ink pad just to take off some of the harshness to it. So again, it ties in the white with the white of my card, but also to tie in the white of my card, what I've done is I've cut some cobwebs, and I've just cut them from a die set I had. So I've cut them in that lovely pearlescent black, and I've also cut them just white scraps, and I'm going to put them black onto the white. So if I was to put this onto here, it disappears. If I give it a little bit of a drop shadow, just like that, then it shows up so much more. Let's pop those on there. So I'm going to do that with a little bit of glue gel up at the top. That can go just there. This one can go tucking under there. Do I need anything else? I might just put a few little, I tell you what, let's get, where have I put it? There it is. The black fabric paint. And what we're going to do is we're going to open it up, and I'm not going to spray it. I'm just going to do like that. Oh, look at that. And because it's fabric paint, it will go onto any surfaces. So if I want to do some on the acetate, it'll work just like that. Now, it does take a while to dry, so I'm just going to leave that to dry. I'm just letting it run down there, and it's just making lovely little beads. So there you go. That is my Halloween project using the Stix2 bundle. I hope you like that. I've had lots of fun making that. We've got to shake it. I'm not going to shake it because of those bits needing to dry, but if you like that, There will be a link to where all of the Stix2 products can be bought from. But also, please don't forget to go and have a look at our lovely Jan's. She had the same bundle, and we are going to be showing you different ways to be using them. So yeah, this is my take. Jan will be showing you hers. And until next time, thank you everyone. Take care, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.